craziest bastards I've ever met in my life. I love everyone.
What's going on, you crazy bastards? You're back here with Rob Kimball from sonsofwrestling.com, and we are here for a WWE Raw review. And we start off the show with Dean Ambrose coming out to the ring to open the show, and he plans on beating the hell out of Cena, but he knows that the Authority is getting him to each other to tear each other apart. So he just plans on taking that pole, beating the hell out of him, and moving on to take on Seth Rollins in the cell and bouncing his head off of every piece of metal that he can find like a basketball. So great idea here. Cena's music hits, he comes on down to the ring, and he wants to offer Dean Ambrose a little bit of veteran advice, and Dean Ambrose doesn't really give a shit about this advice, and it looks like we're in each other's face, and there's a possibility of another beatdown, but didn't happen, and we get the Authority, Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, out to the top of the ramp, and he plans, he sets out a triple threat tag match. He wants them to be in a tag team to see if they work well with each other, and he doesn't think they will, and bets his wife Stephanie that they will tear each other apart during this match. It's a $1 bet, and we didn't know that until after. But we move on to Gold and Stardust and the Usos versus Dean Ambrose and John Cena. So it's a triple threat tag team match, and it starts right away. So you're like, wow, Cena and Ambrose in the opening segment of Raw and not the main event. Well, this goes on, and they do work together to pick up the victory, although Dean Ambrose did dive from the top turnbuckle outside of the ring, dropping the elbow onto John Cena and everyone else. So it looked like he was going after everyone, but pretty much nailed it point blank. You could see the red mark on John Cena from that elbow, which was really cool. But in the end here, Dean Ambrose comes in, and John Cena, they both hit their finishers to the Stardust and Goldust. So that was pretty cool, and John Cena picked up the victory. So Triple H and Stephanie McMahon come out, and he says, well, it looks like you won the bet, gives her the $1, and he's pissed off. He doesn't like to lose bets, and so instead of their contract on a pole match at Hell in a Cell, it's going to happen tonight. So tonight they're going to tear each other apart, and he wants them to brutalize each other, injure one another, so when they do go against Seth Rollins, they will be banged up. I would have had it at Hell in a Cell, so in the beginning, so same day. I don't know exactly what's going to happen here, but that should be the main event here tonight on Raw, and I can't wait for that match, and I can't wait for Hell in a Cell. Actually, they're doing a really good job without their World Heavyweight Champion being part of the pay-per-view. So what do you guys think? Comment down here. Then we have AJ Lee and Layla versus Paige and Alicia Fox. Quick match. AJ Lee nails the Shining Wizard to Fox for the win, but Layla double-crossed her there for a moment, and AJ, right after the pin, goes after her and beats her down, showing her. That was really good shit. Then we have Randy Orton backstage with Triple H and Stephanie, and he says that, both John Cena and Dean Ambrose can beat Seth Rollins any day of the week. So what he wants is the loser of that match to be at Hell in a Cell against him. That's what he wants here, and he also put down Dolph Ziggler pretty good too. So then we go into the match with Dolph Ziggler, and this was a killer match. Randy Orton, Dolph Ziggler, hell yeah. And let me tell you what, Dolph Ziggler, he wasn't feeling it. He wasn't going to be this lightweight like that Randy Orton thought he was going to get, because he took it to him hardcore. He takes it to him so hardcore that Randy Orton's about ready to just quit, and he goes to leave, exit up the ramp, and Seth Rollins heard about what he had to say also, and comes out to the top of the ramp, blocking him, preventing him from leaving. So Randy Orton, instead of taking on both men, goes back into the ring for his match with Dolph Ziggler, and it continues to be a killer match. Awesome shit. And they're both doing excellent work here, and in the end, holy shit, the chants are definitely out there. This is awesome, because it was. And Randy Orton fucking has Dolph Ziggler up, Looks like he's gonna nail a power bomb, and he tosses him up and does an RKO. That was sick. Randy Orton always comes up with an innovative way to hit the RKO, and this was killer. Awesome shit. And he picks up the win here. And, well, you get Seth Rollins in there. Doesn't say a word. Curb stomps Dolph Ziggler and tries to one-up Randy Orton here. So, really good match. Awesome shit. But you got this feud building with Seth Rollins and Randy Orton, and it's going to be big in the end. So, hopefully, we get that soon down the road. Couple months, maybe by Rumble, who knows. Then we have Seth Rollins' match with Jack Swagger. And Seth Rollins is cocky as fuck during this whole thing. He's playing it slow. He's hitting some moves. Swagger's sucking big time in the beginning, but finally he gets some offense in when he nails this giant German suplex. But in the end, you have Randy Orton out, same thing, watching the match. And well, Swagger was doing real good, and then he goes for another one of those German suplexes, and Seth Rollins slides down, rolls him up, picks up the win, and Randy Orton immediately climbs into the ring, hits the RKO on Swagger, and slides right into the face of Seth Rollins, telling him basically, what's up. You know, that was a badass moment, and then they stare each other down. That was that. I liked it big time. And Seth Rollins saying, you had your time, you already had your time, my time's now, and then he leaves. Real good shit. Then we have Dean Ambrose with an interview with Renee Young, and he says that Cena and Rollins are on the highway to hell because he's taking them both out. He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't like anybody. Then the Big Show has an interview, and, well, he plans to shatter Rusev's glass jaw, and he's about to show him what he learned in sensitivity training. Pretty interesting. So we move on to the match with Rusev and Big Show. And the crowd takes over Rusev's promo with USA chants, and it was pretty damn badass. The match starts with Big Show when he beelines right down to the ring, ready to go, and he immediately drops a big boot, knocking Rusev down. He then destroys Rusev, just going after him and throwing him around like a Russian ragdoll. And finally, Rusev gets a little offense in when a last-ditch effort jumps up, hits a drop kick, taking down Big Show, and eventually this leads into an accolade. Mark Henry comes down to cheer the Big Show on, to get him riled up, ready to go. Mark Henry jumps up onto the apron, catches a fucking fist from Rusev, and Rusev gets back into the accolade position, and he has it locked in. Big Show is not slipping out of this, and Mark Henry jumps in. He can't take it and pummels Mark Henry, or pummels Rusev. So that's what happens. DQ never did, and it looked like a little pissed off Big Show here for a minute. He wanted to fucking beat Rusev, and it didn't happen. So outside of the ring, though, Mark Henry and Big Show corner Rusev, and Rusev jumps right at Mark Henry, then goes after Big Show. Big Show won. Weapon of mass destruction down, glass jaw and all. Then we have the Sheamus interview, actually, and he plans to take out the Miz's with 2 bro kicks and call them in the morning. Sheamus and Miz, with Mizdow ringside. Mizdow is over more than both of these guys in the ring, and if you did comment down here, Mizdow over Sheamus and Miz, fuck yeah. And his antics outside of the ring are just great. He's mimicking everything that the Miz does, move for move, facial expressions and all, and it's excellent shit. For being given shit, he's doing awesome shit with it. So you get the two, you get Miz and Mizdow outside of the ring, both with their leg injury, and then they both climb underneath the ring, but Sheamus pulls out Mizdow, gives him a bro kick, goes after the Miz, but he slips through, and he climbs to the other side of the ring. As this all happened, Sheamus is getting counted out, Miz slips back into the ring, and we hit 9, 10, boom. Miz wins. Sheamus gets counted out because he was too focused on giving a bro kick to Mizdow. Hey, Smart work. That's the way I look at it. And Mizdow, when he breaks away from this, the guy is going to be catapulted to the fucking higher up fucking mid-card to whatever status that it'll be, because the guy is so fucking talented. Awesome worker. Great on the mic. How can you go wrong? Has a good look. You just can't fucking skip that. Let me tell you. He'll be making his ranks in 2015. Moving on up. For sure. Comment down here if you agree. Hit the thumbs up too. Then we have Total Divas deal. Nikki, Cameron, Summer Rae versus Brie, Natty, Naomi. Nobody gave a fuck. Here in the end, Nikki tags herself in. A nice hard slap to Summer Rae when Brie was in there, and she goes for a finisher. Brie slips out, plants fucking Nikki's face into the canvas, and we get the victory. 1, 2, 3. And some Nene Leakes lady was out there with Rosa Mendez. Didn't give a shit. And then we have Cena interview, the usual, and then an awesome Bray Wyatt video package. It's like a fucking horror film. Just his promo packages, all that good shit. I cannot wait to see what happens, because it looks like he's set free also. So are they all? I don't know where it's going, but I can't wait. And I heard that they did want to make a movie on the Wyatt family itself. So hey, if they do, I would watch it. And that new Kane movie looks badass. Just saying. Then on to the main event: John Cena versus Dean Ambrose. No holds barred. Contract on a pole match, and the Authority, Triple H, Stephanie McMahon come down ringside. Then Seth Rollins' music hits, he comes down. Randy Orton's music hits, he comes down. Kane, he's out there too. They're all ringside watching this match, and well, it looks to be that Ambrose is way more worried about kicking Cena's ass in that contract, because he's got something to prove. He's sick of being belittled by John Cena. John Cena, the veteran, giving him good advice, and he's gonna bring it. Well, he didn't bring it, because it's a pretty good match. I like the STF, and to get out of this STF is the smartest thing that anybody could do. Those hands and wrists are right there. Ambrose locks down the jaw of Fury and gets out of this. Great shit. And then, well, we're outside of the ring, and the Authority standing there, and they're picking on Ambrose, basically. The contract's there. And because he keeps going after Cena, just trying to kick his ass. Well, he's fucking manning up. This is Bruce Willis all the way, ready to go. He's in their face. Let's go. Cena throws him, Ambrose into all of them. And then, anyway, everybody's in the ring, fucking rustling and tussling, and one smart motherfucker, Dean Ambrose, slips up to that pole, and Cena's beating some ass, clears the ring, and we get the pulls down the contract. Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins, Hell in a Cell. Hell yeah. Randy Orton, John Cena again for the billionth time. But hey, it hasn't happened in quite a while. I mean, they had that one, but anyway, it's in a cell, so it's something new. It's refreshed, sort of. I know a lot of people are going to hate that I just said that. But anyway, hey, it's been a while. It's not for a belt. Hey, look at the positives. And we get Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins finally. This was probably the spot for Roman Reigns, but hey, I'm liking this stuff big time. Because these two guys can go in the ring. They both can fucking work a mic. Dean Ambrose way more better than fucking Seth Rollins. But hey, Rollins, Ambrose, finally, Hell in a Cell, clearing shit up. I can't wait for that. And then we have, we get the stare down with Randy Orton, John Cena, and Ambrose pointing out to fucking Seth Rollins with his contract. We're ready to rock Hell in a Cell. This was a nice way to do it. And earlier I was saying that they should have done this match at Hell in a Cell, so either one guy would be beaten down before going after Rollins. But hey, this was a way to fucking push Raw and to sell that Hell in a Cell. So all smart shit right there. And I can't wait for Bray Wyatt's return. Luke Harper, and even Eric Rowan. Luke Harper more than Rowan, but hey, that's just my opinion, guys. It was a good show. Support pro wrestling. Go to sonsofwrestling.com. Get yourself some cool-ass t-shirts, some hoodies, all that good shit. And, you know, it was a fun Raw, minus the Total Divas garbage. Some people like Total Divas, so hey, it is what it is. It is to try to make the the show bigger. So I see what they're doing, and I'm not gonna hate upon it too much. I'll throw out a couple little negative things, but other than that, whatever. They're trying to fucking grow. Nothing wrong with that, and that's what we gotta do. Support pro wrestling. And that's it, guys. It was a fun Raw. I can't wait for Hell in a Cell though, so they're actually doing a good job building. And I wonder what happens with Rusev and Big Show, or Mark Henry, whatever's going on there. And I don't know. There's a lot of questions that should be answered coming next Raw right before Hell in a Cell, and it should be good. Guys, stir up some controversy down here. Hit the thumbs up. All that good shit helps me, helps you. Well, maybe. Anyway, guys, fun stuff. Peace.